it will say new accelerometer, and then you can click a new shortcut hotkey to do what you want with that. And there's just a great bunch of them, and you can also add your own, of course. Add the command, the name of the program essentially, and then the name of what you want it to be, then add the accelerometer. Okay, great. And the ninth and last thing that some people might not find as important, but it's a benchmarker really. So what you'll do is go to terminal, click on that one, and then type in sudo apt-get install hard info. Now throw in your password, then follow the prompts. That's all done. Then go to dash home and type in benchmark. There we go, and then you'll find it there. Now this is great when you're moving from distro to distro. You want to get sort of a feel for the power of your machine and what it's doing, and of course from laptop to laptop as well. Oh, sorry, that's just in my experience, but desktop or computer to computer. So you just go down to the bottom, you'll find, and it's quite helpful, and just click on any of the benchmark tests that you like. I'll just do the CPU blowfish one that I've just clicked on a moment ago. Usually it doesn't take too long, and there you go, my machine in comparison to other machines. Now I believe that you can actually update this list to have hundreds and hundreds of people's benchmark results that they've actually uploaded, so you can do a lot with that, so that's quite fun. So that's pretty much it, guys. That is the 9 things you should do when you first install Ubuntu 12.10. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope that's been some help to you. If you've got any questions, just give us a buzz, and yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. Cheers.